This is part 9 of our Wind Temple Let's Play, and finally, after 8 of the most exciting Zelda videos you've ever watched, we were ready to fight the boss of this dungeon.
It feels like it's taken us forever to get here, and I think
it has.
We also had 9 parts for Wind Temple.
Yeah.
It did not feel this long.
You mean Earth Temple?
Yeah. That's what I said. That's what I said.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I did say Wind Temple.
So yeah, I mean that's gonna happen with the Let's Plays because we do take some time figuring things out.
Blind Let's Plays, that was the issue. But also kind of behind the scenes, we also did Earth Temple in 2 nights.
Yeah.
Whereas we're kind of dividing this into 3 sections too.
Yeah.
So, but Rob, I'm just gonna save the boss. Did not fit this dungeon. I don't.
Not at all.
I don't necessarily dislike this boss, but he did not fit the dungeon whatsoever. Like, what's the whole sand desert thing even about?
I know, it's like that doesn't make any sense in a wind temple that's mostly been like kind of wooded, like forest. It's like, what in the world is the sand for? I didn't get it. I didn't think he had any wind related.
There's nothing like it makes absolutely no sense. And like, I think we talked about this in an earlier room with mini bosses. Like, if we could use like the leap to like fly from like area to area, like ledge to ledge, and then use like a concept of wind to kind of push us. Like, I mean, that would have been a lot better than this. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's not a bad boss. I don't dislike him, but
he is though, and you're gonna see this. He's kind of easy.
He is very easy, especially for this late in the game.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just that we're pros. I don't know.
But yeah, that's exactly what it is. Well, this is not a harder game though either.
No,
but, like I do agree with you. It is way too easy for this late.
It is. Now, one thing that I thought was a little interesting is I feel like in the last like 2 or 3 parts that we've done, we barely used the hookshot at all.
That is true.
It's like why? Like we used it a lot in that central chamber, and now we finally get to use it again here in the boss fight.
I mean, at least the boss uses it. Like, it doesn't fit the dungeon, but at least he uses the dungeon item. That would have been even more frustrating.
That would have been so
if
dumb.
we didn't even use the dungeon item. But if you think about it, though, we've had some pretty bad hookshot bosses. Like not like bad. Water Temple. We had
gosh,
that was a bad one.
Was awful.
Actually, we had Argo Rock. That was pretty awesome.
Argo Rock was awesome.
Claw shot, hook shot. It's hook shot in this.
Yeah, but I didn't like the one we got in speaking of Twilight Princess, the
underwater. Morphil.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of him either.
Well, you had Morphil and Argo Rock because you had
the 2.
Yeah, you had single then a double claw shot.
Although for being an easier boss, this guy does kind of snag us once or twice. If you're not paying attention,
because I kept on Z-targeting on the stupid barbas.
And plus, like, if you just stand still, you will slowly sink down. Like,
you do.
It pulls it toward the sand.
It took me a while to actually figure out that was actually happening.
I know, so you kind of have to have a little bit of situational awareness there.
Now, I do like that he kind of takes off to the air and kind of flies around. That is one part that I did like. I don't know if you saw earlier, like, somehow his mouth was, like, right there, and he somehow missed me. I don't know how.
That's, like, a great visual. Like, you kind of Z-target, he's coming right at you with that mouth hanging up, you're like, uh-oh.
That's also kind of reminiscent the Lantern Mine Facility boss. Like, remember, where you get the scorpion out from under the sand? Not using a gust jar, but, just a lot of sand in the boss fight.
Yeah, and then in this one, you have to use the hookshot to get the little larva, whatever they're called.
Larva I think larvs is the plural. Yeah. It's not porn.
No.
It won't be the first time we mispronounce or say wrong.
Do you even have to kill them to make him appear? Or
well, my problem was I kept on Z-targeting on them
instead of
him, so, like, I just killed him. I thought it was one of those. It was just easier to get those things out of the way.
Yeah, and his death, and actually the couple of times where he does fly up in the air, reminded me very much of Volvagia from back at Ocarina of Time, because he kind of has the same.
Oh yeah, he does.
Almost the same.
It was exactly the same. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
So I mean, it's a totally different fight, of course. But it's just the visual.
But I mean, see, it took us less than 4 minutes to beat that guy. I mean, just
for being the last main.
I don't know why we're complaining about being like so simple bosses. I know, like when I'm really playing, I get to this boss, like a boss.
Yeah.
Like, thank God this boss was easy. So I'm here complaining about it now, but at the time I was probably happy.
Yeah, I'm probably just ready to be done with that dungeon after how much time we spent.
Now, I do love the Hylian crest right there on that platform. That just looks amazing.
It really does, and it's like I liked how you saw it when you first came into the room, but then the sand filled up and covered it up, and you get the Triforce and everything, and this is where we actually upgrade our sword to the final Master Sword. Yeah.
And then we get to hear a little bit more of the extended version of Maker's song.
And it's a good song.
Wind God Araya.
Yeah, and we're going to hear it with the
Sage.
Ancestor. The Sage is...
I think is it Sage or...
Like they call it a Sage.
He does say Ancestor also, though, in the conversation, so I've considered him Sages the whole game.
Yeah, definitely. I thought it's neat, or interesting at least, and maybe a little weird, to be honest, that it looks like a Kakairi child.
Well, is it Kakairi child, or
I believe so.
Okay.
Because that was kind of...
He looks dead up like Link.
Yeah. And I just thought it was weird that it's like we had a wind temple, why is it the Kakairi kid? But then I'm like, well, I guess it was kind of a forested temple.
Yeah, but like, you know, even though the Forbidden Woods didn't have a sage,
yeah,
it seems maybe the Wind Temple should have been like the second dungeon.
Yeah.
Then she had the Forbidden Woods, and then had this sage.
Plus, the Forbidden Woods had the Great Deku Tree leading up to it and all that.
I agree with you. Like, he just, like, the sage... I mean, like, yeah, this place does have a little bit of force feel. We have talked about it, but, you know, still... But at the same time, like, Medley, I mean...
Yeah.
She's, like... I think she's kind of, like... Now, I'm not positive on this, but I think in Hyrule Historia, they say that she's, like, a descendant of the Zora race.
Yeah.
Not positive, but, like...
Which makes sense, because when they flooded Hyrule, it kind of... guess
yeah, but then they go to the volcano. Like, so the race goes from the water to the volcano, and then she goes to the Earth Temple, which... We really don't know what the heck the Earth Temple is, but whatever.
We're finally done here after 9 long parts.
Yeah, but it was fun.
It was fun. I know it's one of your favorite ones of this game.
It is.
And this wraps up our blind Let's Play of the Wind Temple.